YouTube people, this is Jesse, Crave Collector 01, here today for another Transformers review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers. I believe it's Universe Toys R Us exclusive Autobot Countdown. Pretty nice. We'll take a look at him in a minute. I'm going to do a bit of housekeeping. This video is going to be a couple different things. It's a vlog, kind of a vlog review, and just kind of what's been going on lately. So it's been about two weeks, I'd say, since my last review, and that's longer than I intend to take when putting out reviews. It's I usually do about a week, and then I'll put out a new review. But I've just been having a lot going on lately. A friend of mine got married today, and my wife's sister graduated the other day, so we went to that. And just a lot of life things have been in the way. I've not really had time for video making or reviewing here lately, but I do want to show you guys some of the stuff that I've got while I've been on a bit of a hiatus, so to speak. I did get, now, I don't know if anybody out there has heard of the website Yard Seller, but they have this thing where you can accumulate, they're called photons, and sailors can give them to you, your friends can give them to you. It's basically like a little point system that turns into money. Well, anyway, I had a seller send me about $5 in photons on there, so I snagged a Transformers Energon Leader Megatron with we'll move Countdown out of the way, that way you guys can get a look at him here. Got this for $5 shipped, and the only thing that it's missing is the tank that just makes sound effects, so you can put and it helps so you can put the sword on his arm. But that's the only thing he's missing. But this guy come $5 shipped. That's all I paid, was $5 even for a really nice leader class Transformer. So I was tickled about that. I did get a first edition bulkhead while I've been out of the way. While I've been out of the reviewing for a little while. It's not in here. I'd show you guys. Got a few more Prime things, but taking a little bit of a hiatus for Prime, just for the reason that it doesn't seem to be getting very many views on my channel. But I think that's all I've got. That's really been going on here lately. So we'll move on to the review. So this is Countdown, or Autobot Countdown, part of the Universe line. I believe this guy was a Toys R Us exclusive. I believe he's just a repaint of the Cybertron Defense Red Alert from Transformers Cybertron. But really nice toy. Lots of molded in details. You can see there as the light hits it. He does have this giant missile that it just moves up and down. And he's got this little turret here that can just move. I think it just, yeah, there and down. And that's all that he's really got in this mode. He does have his Cyber Planet key feature, which this isn't the key that come with it. This is just a Cyber Planet key. And then when you stick it in there, you'll see that it opens up, and it has a firing missile that'll fire out there. I'm not gonna really let it shoot off, and then it just closes back up. So pretty nice. The rocket is detachable. It just notches on. It slides right off. You can set it down. Well, it's a little off balance though. I guess you can set it down, but it doesn't really do much. It's just giant rocket. You can still hit the little white button with your thumb, and it'll open up. I'd usually take it off just for the sake of transformation, because I think it's easier. We'll lay it off to the side for a minute. We'll get on to the transformation of Countdown. Just raise that up. Come under here. Raise these flaps up. These only go that far, surprisingly. You would think they would fold all the way out, but they don't. They just go about that far. Grab these back wheels. fold them to the front, fold them to the front. Then you got to get your thumb right in here and separate these arms from that little piece right here. Then you're going to take the entire thing, fold it straight back. Then that's when you can get in here and pop this middle section out. And this is going to become an extra weapon for his robot mode, which we'll get into here in a minute. But before you close these legs up, you want to reach in here and grab these little bits out. One's a little spring-loaded hammer, and the other one is kind of like a grabbing claw. We'll get into these when we show off this weapon over here. So just close this up, fold these panels flat, raise up the toe, pull out the heel spur, toe, heel spur, and we'll set him down. Let's see, I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. Oop, a little too far there. You can see one of my wife's necklaces hanging on that little rack up there. But anyway, then you just take the arms, fold them all the way to the back and down. Then you grab this part here from the top, fold it down. That's going to bring his head up. Slide this section over, put it down, and reattach his missile. And there you have Autobot Countdown in his robot mode. All in all, it's really nice. Very nice details. He does have this spare little doodad here that you can just put in the cyber pointed key. This gray piece is going to flip forward like that. That way you can put on the hammer or the claw, whichever one you want, and he can bend his arm, and you can attach that to his arm so he has kind of like a hammer arm or a claw arm, whichever one you want to stick in there. But nice little extra that they didn't necessarily have to include, but I guess I'd rather he did than he didn't. And you'll see my reviewing setup is I have trouble reviewing the much larger figures like Countdown, which he's pretty big. I don't have anybody here on hand necessarily to compare him to, except for Leader Megatron. You can see him there in his jet mode, and I mean he's pretty decent size for a Voyager. He's not very small, but my reviewing setup is anybody that knows how I review, basically all my reviews are shot with my cell phone, my Samsung Galaxy S cell phone. But here soon, I'm hoping to switch to a Sony Handycam, and with a tripod set up. That way I can start reviewing some of these much larger figures, because I've got many requests, like G1 Galvatron was requested, and the Fans Project City Armor, and those are fairly decent sized toys that just with my reviewing setup I just don't think I can do a proper review of. Even this guy, you can tell I'm having trouble getting everything in the shot. But so hopefully we'll upgrade to that soon, and it'll be HD and all that good stuff, and we'll work on it as we go. My reviews aren't perfect. I've got a long way to go from being perfect. I just try to, I'm mainly here on YouTube to give you guys accurate reviews, and I really try to stride on getting my transformations perfect, so to give you the best overall look at figures. But here's Countdown. Enough with my little mini rant here, or rambling. I guess we'll keep going with the review. Got some nice detailing. You can see nice detailing in the chest. Head is mostly all white. It is painted. Looks a little odd. It does have light piping, but it's not very good. But all in all, he's pretty decent. I mean, he looks to to me, he looks really mech-like to be a Transformer. I would almost say that this guy looks like he would have come off of Gundam Wing. He looks like something you would see out of a Gundam series. But really nice. If you guys can find him out there, I would say pick him up. He's pretty nice addition to your collection. But there's one last look at Autobot Countdown. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I do have a fan page on Facebook for anybody that's not like that yet. And that's basically just, it's my fan page where if you like my reviews, you can come there. And it's usually where I post all the newest reviews just as soon as they come up. So, if you're not necessarily on YouTube and you like my videos, you'll know where to go to see if there's anything new, because it's updated as quick as YouTube is. So, but feel free to like that, and thanks for watching, guys. This has been Jesse, Crab Collector 01, signing off.
A bird that I never wanted, I'm getting close to